We got the light. Are we good? Are we good? We're awesome. On. Boys and girls! Children of all ages, I'm so glad to have you here today at the Rainbow Comic Show featuring Mr. C, this guy, and Darcy! Woo, yeah, woo! Well, boys and girls, I don't know if you heard this, but I'm moving down to Nebraska. I'm going all the way down to Huskers country. So this is the official last show for Mr. Craig. I may make Gase? What's Gase? Gas? I have
no idea what that
Wow, I have no idea. Like maybe that's like the plural of geese. Is that what it is?
No,
not at all.
Is plural
Okay, my son got up at 3:43 this morning, and I had to help. Okay, so it's a little bit tiresome. Hi guys, what's up, friends, Romans countrymen? So I'm going to sing a couple of songs here, some classics that we debuted here, and we have some cake. We have kids. We have a live studio audience. Everybody in the audience say, "What up?"
What up?
Whoa, that was classic. That was great. I'm not sure that I could top that, so maybe I just stop singing right now. All right, boys and girls, here we go. First song. I'm in line because it's movie time. Gonna see Star Wars for the 7th time. I play dice games with strategy, and you're over there just laughing at me. I don't mind because I think you're fine, and I hope someday gonna make you mine. I'm staring at you, you're getting into my head. I hope you're a Jedi, but a Sith in the bed. Ow! Cause you wear short skirts, I wear t-shirts. You're cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, thinking about the day when you wake up and find what you've been looking for has been in the comic book store right here, Rainbow Comics and Cards, 3310 South Minnesota Avenue, the whole time. Cause if you could see me, I'm the one who understands you. Been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. Thank you. That was song number 1. And there's this one I wrote, and JP immediately loved it, so it's one of my favorites. JP, this one's going out to you.
All right.
We stayed up all night, got into a fight. You slammed the door and began civil war. Good guys and bad guys, no one can win. We need to talk about original sin. So I'll grab the whiskey and you get some tissues. I'll get my comics cause you got your issues. Thor's got her hammer and Hawk's got a smash. I got my shield and you got your cash. We'll head down to Rainbow and find us some books. If you wear your armor, you'll get some looks. Then I'll get the whiskey and grab you some tissue. I'll bring my comics cause you got your issues. I'll grab the whiskey and grab you some tissue. I'll bring my comics cause you've got some issues. He really does, friends.
Yeah.
It's alright. You're my little friend. It's okay. Did I say weird little friend? I don't remember that.
I hate everything.
I hate everyone. Everything. It's all evil and wrong.
And the Rockstar Switch. Oh, I can't wait to smash that thing.
Sir, you don't bite, do you?
No,
She walks into... Let's try this one. She walks into the room. Her hands are clenched real tight. The bad guys, they're shivering. They're running in fright. Wonder Woman! Oh, yeah! Wonder Woman! Batman and Superman, they show up on the scene. She looks at them, says, don't want to be mean, but I got this. Yeah, I got this. A punch to the face, ouch, a knee to the gut. We know that Wonder Woman's kicking some butt. Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman. So Batman and Superman, they go for some Joe. Batman says, Superman, Should we get hot cocoa?
For who?
For Wonder Woman! Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah! Wonder Woman! Let's get hot cocoa for Wonder Woman. Ow! Thank you, thank you! Ladies and gentlemen, I can't do this show all by myself. If I were the Joker,
No, I need to play on
he'd be my Batman. And she'd be Batgirl.
it.
If I lost when I had it.
I just had it. It's down now.
It was right here. It was in this part of my brain, and I lost it completely. If I were the Mad Hatter, he'd be my Alice in Wonderland.
Your weird little buddy.
Thank you. I wasn't going to say it. You brought it up again.
That's because you use things against yourself, so you got no ammo. You ever see the end of 8 Mile?
The secret is out now.
If I were Rocket, he'd be my Groot.
Oh,
Give it up for the one and the only, and now officially, Miss Darcy. Give it up for both of them. Yeah! Woo! Where's the love, man? Come on. Bring it in. Sorry. Wow. Holy buckets, guys. Holy buckets. I'm super excited to be here today.
Are you?
I'm not going to lie. I feel really close
Do we have
to
a
you.
live studio audience?
We do have a live studio audience. This is crazy.
John isn't Miss
This
Darcy.
is
What's that?
John isn't Miss Darcy.
No.
I know.
You said the one and only Miss Darcy.
I know. I
and then
said
you
John
hugged him.
and Miss Darcy. I give a long distance high five.
She's criticizing your show.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow, tough crowd already. I thought I left children last week.
Ooh. Now you're gonna leave this one.
Yeah. See you later. Goodbye.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming, guys. It's a really, really big show. Blake's running
Big
away
shoe?
now already.
No.
It is Blake's.
I have to get my
last-
CBR up stuff so I can
Right.
give out information about stuff that everybody already knows about.
Yeah, exactly. You got like the 6-month-old feed or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear Tom Holland got in trouble for doing...
Tom Holland was in trouble. He was doing backflips in
He was
his backyard
doing-
like 6 years ago.
25
years crazy.
CBR what?
But no, it is a big show. It is Blake's last week here. Where are you moving again?
I will be moving to Wakefield, Nebraska.
Wakefield, Nebraska. You have no
Where
stoplight.
is that? Where
There's
is that?
no
Where is
stop.
that?
There's no stoplight. No grocery store. The nearest town is Wayne, Nebraska, which is a college town. So there's a little bit happening.
Yeah.
A little bit happening. Yeah, there's 1,500 people in this town. This is smaller than the town I grew up in back in Winnemac, Indiana. But I am literally 2 hours from Omaha, 2 hours from Lincoln, about 38 minutes from Sioux City, but it's Sioux City. So I love you, Sioux City viewers. Just saying.
I was
And
there
then, of
last
course,
night for a Paramore show. It was
You were
awesome.
Paramount?
Paramore.
Para who?
Paramore.
Para what?
Paramore.
All right. Paramore. And I've been doing no more jokes on like that. And I am 2 hours away from the greatest comic book store in the Midwest.
Rainbow Lincoln.
Rainbow.
Rainbow
What?
suit.
I guess technically I'm 2 hours.
Ooh, ow.
I couldn't go either way.
Yeah, Alex wants to know if you're gonna hijack.
If you're gonna hijack Lincoln's show.
I could.
You
You don't know.
What show?
Thursday night.
Thursday night at like 9 o'clock.
Sit in the theater.
Guys, I'm laying in bed watching you.
It's 8
Yeah.
o'clock.
If
9
I'm
o'clock. Eastern.
Yeah. Yeah, I might come down in my bathrobe or something. I mean,
That'd be cool.
awkwardly.
You've done the show in your bathroom hair.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Have
very
I?
true.
Jedi.
Yeah, your bathroom.
Oh, that's
is a
right.
Jedi.
Thank
So
you for
that's
remembering.
That's nothing new. That's nothing new.
Yeah, I often wear undergarments.
Oh boy.
Good lord.
Boys and girls, do we have any comic book news to talk about, or are we just going to keep making jokes about me and my underwear?
This is the Blake Craig Burns show. So
This is Blake-
Yeah.
I've got no comic news.
We
So
got-
roast
no,
of Blake
nothing.
Craig.
I got a feeling we'll still be roasting.
Thank
Blake,
you,
even when
thank
he's
you.
not on the
I,
show.
Yeah.
I mean,
I only can hope so.
much
don't
love,
hope so.
much love for Blake.
There's
We're gonna
no
miss
other
him,
option.
that's for sure.
We're
We'll
going
be
to miss
saying
him.
stuff and he'll be tuning in and we'll be like, oh.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
What are
I'm
your
not,
thoughts on this?
I'm not watching this show. No, what? Wow!
Well, there's not gonna be much else to do. Right?
Right.
They have internet down there.
They do have
Okay.
it.
Oh, they do?
Oh.
What else is in Nebraska?
What else is in
Is it
Nebraska?
dial up?
Don't call me. I'm watching the Rainbow
Right,
show.
right, I can't. Hey, can you guys talk a little bit slower? My internet speed's not very
I
fast.
only catch every other word. Well, since there's not really too much comic news to talk about, unless you do have anything.
I was just going to flip through Secret. Apparently, according to Bleeding Cool, about 10 hours ago, they said that Secret Empire is not over.
At the end of Omega, they were alluding that Iron Fist now has some connection to it, too. So,
So there's some stuff like that.
I guess
I
so.
feel like he's not smart enough to be involved with it.
Iron
you
Fist-
know.
when it
This
comes to the
just struck
Netflix
me-
show now.
No,
He wouldn't
Iron-
have figured it out.
Yeah. And according to the Netflix show, he's just like a curly-haired Steve Amell wannabe, really.
He is a curly-haired ball of anger.
Yes.
All
He's always
anger.
angry.
Although in Defenders, I thought he was brilliant.
I liked him in that.
Yeah.
He caused a lot of conflict. But
Still
that's-
talking about comic book stuff. Anybody see the fact that the Punisher, the actual trailer for the Netflix show dropped today?
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
It was
Hey, some of us haven't gotten it.
amazing. I know. Thanks. Thanks for remembering that I'm unemployed.
So it looks good.
I got an interview tomorrow though, so we're good.
Ooh, good job.
Could be,
It's gonna be a big day for
be a
you.
librarian.
So
Could be
go
an
check.
adult.
Go check out the Punisher
Someday
trailer.
too, you could be an adult.
I will put the link to the Punisher trailer on our Facebook page for sure, so
And
you
it's
all
great.
can view it.
It does. What's the song by Metallica that it starts off with? Nothing else
Oh,
matters.
yeah. That's a great
And
song.
it was so great because like he's like Frank Castle's got his like big huge machine gun. He's like just blowing people away. And I was just like, oh my goodness.
That
They
sounds
did-
like every Punisher.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
it's Punisher. What are you gonna do? They're not gonna be like so.
They did say that this was going to be super brutal,
Let's-
so
let's-
the bad guys have to be like truly, really bad because Punisher's going to be decimating some people in this show.
He's
is what I
gonna
heard.
be. He's gonna be murderlating.
I know. I'm very
heard-
excited to watch it. So.
It's not for your children. This is a
No,
show.
not for the children's.
It's a show you're gonna have to watch after you put the kids to bed.
For trailers, the Tomb Raider trailer dropped to a
Oh.
very meh world. Everyone was like, meh.
It looked kind
Even
of
I was
exciting,
like, meh, because I'm the target audience for that. I love Tomb Raider. And I watched the trailer and I was like, okay.
all right.
I mean, I'm happy that they're trying to at least get a better movie off the ground than the Angelina Jolie ones. I mean,
Oh God.
they were just, they're not,
No.
they're not good. This one looks okay though. I mean, they're basing it heavily off of the new revamped games, so
Oh, that's
looks good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Promising.
Promising at least.
I don't play
yes.
video
Yeah.
games.
You should get one.
No,
you should
absolutely
get some.
not.
There's not going to be a whole lot. To
I
do,
use
so
my imagination.
You're going to have a whole lot of imagination going on in the middle of a field.
Apparently, you're also going to get Napster.
Na-
Thank you, Alex.
I don't know. I have no idea.
That
what
that burn
Napster
is like
so-
10 years old. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's like the
They make
Emoji
it even
movie.
Yeah.
or the
What is it?
I don't
Angry
know.
Birds. What is Napster? Anybody know?
Alex,
Alex Shop
was,
out there. What's Napster?
Napster was one of the things you used to download music back in the day.
Oh,
It's like
I
the
used to
first
use
one.
LimeWire, which was the totally
That was
It-
the thing.
it was
LimeWire.
totally
You burn everything
illegal.
off there.
Like,
That was
totally
way illegal.
bad,
Yeah,
Mr. Craig.
way illegal.
This is like that's like the third criminal offense that I've admitted to here on the show.
Yeah,
live.
if anybody needs a log of your criminal history, they just go through
go-
our show history.
Yeah.
Remember that time when he was texting and driving? And, yeah, it happened.
Yes, indeed.
Or that time I was totally doing like 80 right down here in Minnesota. And
You were not doing 80 on
Someone start downloading
on
these
the
for evidence.
show. For the show. It was a joke, friends. I would never do that.
Calm down.
I
Calm
have
down.
never broken the law
Lies.
Sure.
with this many witnesses.
We'll believe that later.
Sure.
Well, for the foreseeable future, should we give the last Books Bro high five?
The last Books Bro high five.
You have your moment. You have your moment. Oh.
Let's talk Books Bro.
Books Bro. And girl. We all love books. There's a lot of stuff to talk about this
It
week.
is a
It is
fat stack.
huge week. We've had more Dark Knight's Metal stuff, a Wonder Woman great crossover here. Tons of Star Wars is huge this week. We're kind of going in reverse order. Yeah, so we're going kind of back to front on the alphabet from the new wall. But first up is Wonder Woman and Conan. I really think this is going to be a hit. It's 6 issues long. It'll be a fun miniseries, and these are just two characters that I think will work really, really well together. So.
I think they'll work well together, but does Wonder Woman really need Conan to support her? I mean, she's like the top grossing box office character this
Conan.
last year. She's a phenomenal character in general, and Conan's kind of
I would disagree. I think this.
I think Conan needs her more than
Yes,
she needs
thank you.
Conan.
There you go.
So,
I disagree
there
on
you
both
go.
ends. Conan always sells out.
You're allowed to disagree and be wrong all at the same time.
Conan always sells out. Martin's got my bet.
Martin.
Conan always sells out. Conan
Mr.
supports
Valdez.
himself. This is a great team up on two characters that can hold their own on either way. So
right.
I'm not saying you're both wrong. I'm just saying I disagree with you and you're wrong. So. Check this out though. It is written by Simone, and she's done Wonder Woman stuff before. She's done Red Sonja stuff. She's done plenty of other stuff in the comic world. Great writer.
Where's Wonder Woman and Red Sonja? That would be an awesome
That'd be cool too.
crossover.
Yes.
That'd be cool too. So.
That'd be like the same genre. 2 KA women. That'd be awesome.
Well, maybe she's gonna watch the show and she'll be like, oh yeah, Blake's right. I should write that. So
Mr. Craig knows what he's talking about.
sometimes.
He's just going to take his action figures at home and be like, "Ah."
Yeah. I don't have those action figures.
All right, go ahead and read that from the back for me.
Thank you.
Back page Blake.
Back page Blake.
Oh, that does look pretty wicked cool,
See, I
though.
told you.
That's all right.
Anyway,
That's all right.
next up is Star Wars. Star Wars is got a ton of comics
Oh,
out this week.
Dameron. Oh, my goodness.
we've
I
got-
didn't even know they were still making that book.
Poe Dameron issue 19, Star Wars Captain Phasma issue 2, Star Wars Annual issue number 3, and Star Wars Adventures issue number 2.
Holy buckets.
There's a ton of Star Wars this week. But that's good. Annuals are always great. I always let people know annuals are a perfect pickup for anybody who's just looking for a solid one-time story, just in and out, has a beginning, middle, and end. Great for anybody who just wants to have a fun book without trying to backlog and like, where does this character come from? It's all self-contained in here. So annuals are awesome. The Phasma storyline, this is going to be official canon as to how Phasma got off of the planet that blew up, how she got out of the trash
Starkiller Base.
Starkiller Base.
Good job.
And then
Good job.
Reverse
I know,
stinker.
right? And also just official backstory to
There's like
the
an
character,
octopus there.
the character herself. So issue 1 had some really brutal stuff with like her killing her family and stuff. So it was crazy. Not a happy time comic.
No.
No,
I was thinking of something
Really?
happy. Not this book.
not that book.
And then we got Star
Not
Wars
with the
Adventures, and this is great for your young readers. My daughter, I left, I told her, honey, don't forget, Daddy has to do the comic book show today. And she said, well, sure, have fun. Oh, and can you buy me some comic books? And I'm like, well, all right. Well, then I see that this is coming out. I might pick up number 1 and number 2 for her just because, well, first of all, it's Star Wars. And second of all, these are their great young kid comics because they're not canon. They're just
Correct.
in the fun, telling the stories, and telling stories about your favorite characters, like Rey. Everybody loves Rey, right? Rey is awesome.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
Yes.
There's 2 cents.
So yeah, and yeah, just
Oh, that's not 2 cents. I was saying that's my 2 cents. There you go.
Just to solidify that, yeah, this is written by IDW, so Disney Marvel kind of teamed up, let them use the license to write these original stories that don't have to fall into the canon, so they can have a little fun and just do whatever they want without
story.
worrying about putting timelines on it and all that. So check these out; these are great. I think YouTube is actually going to have its own channel for Star Wars Adventures too.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I've seen a couple of their little mini shorts. They're only like 30 to 45 seconds. There was one with Leia on Hoth and how they run into the Wampa, and then why the door says Wampas keep out or whatever. So just funny little misadventures like that.
All right.
Moving on though, this is a kind of a classic. This is just a classic staple of comics and Simpsons. They put it out pretty much every year, and everyone loves it. It's the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Halloween is just around the corner, but these are always really, really great. Original created stories from the Simpsons.
I don't even have my cosplay ready yet.
I know, right? The original
I think
created.
that's just a costume at that point. Halloween costume.
Just got to bust out the bathrobe and
Just like,
some lipstick, right? Is that what you're gonna do this year?
no,
Yeah.
I'm going to be Jerry Seinfeld this year.
Oh God.
What was that all about?
Why do you keep doing this?
Why are you... because this is a great impersonation of Jerry Seinfeld.
It's like 1% of 1%. Yeah, it's pretty good. What are you gonna do with William Wallace this year? You gonna?
I think he's going to kilt up. He has to kilt up.
do the blue
Blue
side
half blue face. Yeah, I mean he's going to be, how old is my son? He'll be 11. He'll be 11 months at that point. Hopefully he'll start walking and getting his own candy. I mean, because once you add another walker to your family, another child who can walk to your family, that could have been a Walking Dead reference.
Family that slays together stays
And
together.
another
Right.
walker. Yeah.
Can't spell slaughter without laughter.
Right. That's awesome. Actually, I never recognized that. That's cool. No, but
You're
now you
welcome.
got one more kid walking. That's an extra basket of candy for the
Absolutely.
parents. We get the parents' tax right off the top.
Well, sell the ukes and buy a real broadsword. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Start them young.
I'm a bard. I can't help myself.
So anyway, check out The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. It's an annual classic that comes out every year, so check that out. This one is made just for the kiddos. It is Mighty Mouse issue number 4. These are really, really fun. It's fun to see a classic character come back. This is a book you can feel safe buying for your kids.
It's strong.
That I don't know.
Was that Ant?
I hope not.
Was that Adam Ant?
I think Adam Ant's popped.
There was a Hanna-Barbera character who got a lot of ridicule and a lot of criticism because he
Pill
wore
popping?
like a little wristlet thing, and he'd pop a pill. Oh, I'm so strong now, and people are like, "Whoa, that's totally steroids."
He's just taking his vitamins, man.
Yeah. Someone's got-
Vitamins.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's not. It's not cocaine. That's
It's
for
not well.
What do you want it to be? Gummy sized and flavored?
Yes,
And
probably.
Maybe
Okay.
a tie-in with the
Just
Flintstones
change it up
vitamins.
to
Right?
Gummies.
Who doesn't love Flintstones vitamins?
They're chalky and gross.
No way.
That's true.
Okay, a little bit.
All right, a little bit.
Okay, what's with this one? Because I saw this one on the wall and was really, really confused.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is a Millar World New Talent Annual 2017. So what these are is it's kind of like an anthology of just creator-owned stuff from Mark Millar and
Yeah.
people in his wheelhouse. So it's going to have things like Huck and Kick-Ass and Superior and Nemesis. So it's kind of like a little bit of everything that
Because
they offer.
I know Huck and Kick-Ass are both awesome titles, but I was just very confused by the cover.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's weird, but that's kind of.
Okay.
In Millar World.
That's good.
So-
I just picked it up, man.
Spoiler, at least.
Spoiler
That's all
alert.
good. Well, you know, now you know that Wonder Woman is going to kick butt. That's all you know.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
know how it got
She's
there.
always kicking butt.
True story.
I don't know if it's back on or.
Are we
I
back
think
on
it
live?
starts open as a new video.
JP, you're on.
Yay!
Yay! Part 2!
It wouldn't be a rainbow show without technical difficulties. So
We
sorry,
need to hire
little-
a camera person.
Our little camera went off.
We
but
did
not,
have a camera
now we're
person there
back.
for a while, and then Dave said, he's too good for us.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Dave.
watches us from Bagel Boy.
Right? Right, a bagel boy. He's like,
Anyway,
I need
before we
another
got
sandwich before I watch this show.
before we got so rudely interrupted, we were talking about this Millar World book. It's a nice annual that shows you original content from Huck and Superior, Nemesis, Empress, Super Crooks, and Kick-Ass. So these are all things from Mark Millar and Millar World. Netflix just bought it. Blake was just talking about
we
that.
literally
Netflix bought-
just said all of this stuff.
I know we did, but this is when the video stopped. So
Oh, okay.
that's why we're catching people up.
And it's an annual for $2.99.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
an
go.
annual
There.
for $2.99. Again,
There
sorry about the stop,
you
but again,
go.
it wouldn't be the Rainbow Show without some technical problems. So pick this up if you want to know a little bit more. And then I think this is a good buy too, just because Netflix buying it. Although I do believe Kingsman and Kick-Ass did not come with the deal.
I just recorded Kingsman. I'm super excited to watch it.
Don't watch it with your family. It's
I know.
that's a,
Yeah,
that's a
don't
you
watch
movie.
it.
It's good though.
It's a Mr. Craig time movie.
Yeah.
All right.
This is one of my personal favorites. I won't talk too much about it. It's Kill the Minotaur, a great sword and sandals book, a really cool reimagining of the Minotaur tale. So check this out. It's on issue number 4. Plenty issue number 1s out there. You can find them. We've got plenty in the back issues. Come down Saturday. We might be having a comic book sale. Maybe.
Just maybe.
Maybe. That's a hint. Next up, though, is I continue to love the B covers of Harley Quinn. Frank Cho is doing an amazing job with these. These Harley Quinn B covers are awesome. This one is Vote for Harley. I love this cover. The hyena's on there. She's Statue of Liberty. So, really cool stuff. And Frank Cho is just knocking these out of the park. Get those. Gasolina! This one is going to be really cool. It's an image book. Surprise, surprise. But image number 1, it is going to be a crime book. So check this out. Kind of cartel crime. It's a really good read. Definitely not for kids. It's highly mature. It deals with some cartel stuff and cartel violence. I don't really need to say too much more, but check this out. It is really cool, and I think this has a really good option of being a television show or a film at some point. Check this out. Gasolina, issue number 1.
Okay.
Mr. Craig,
George R.R. Martin.
you love
I do love some Game of Thrones. I just finished it up. For those of you who haven't not seen the last episode, it was amazing as the unicorn rode through with Daenerys on its back.
What?
And I couldn't check between the legs of the unicorn. So, Mr. Craig, this is a family show. What is wrong?
The things you learn.
I know, but
The more you know.
dun, 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 dun. Where's our star in Rainbow? Anyways,
I'll add that in post.
right, totally. Post editing
Yeah.
after the edit. Oh my gosh. If only. Boys and girls, this is a great book. George R.R. Martin is putting out another story based on crowns and chairs. And it's good. Great art. It's a lot of fun. It's their
Comic adaptation of the books. They're great.
Yeah, exactly.
Because who doesn't want to read the books?
Right? Well, but they're pictures.
It's got pictures and words in it and stuff.
Yeah.
I like the colors.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you what.
So yeah,
Some of my favorite books have
you
pictures
Game of Thrones
in them.
fans, check these out. We do have the Game of Thrones issue number 1 that came out in 2011 in the front showcase. So if you comic fans are into Game of Thrones, you want a cool collectible, those are in the front showcase. You can check them out. They're next to the pop vinyls there as well.
What are they doing? Putting out like one every other year?
I have no idea. I think they're adapting some books at like a certain time, but I don't know. They come out so infrequently. That's
So they
the problem.
basically gave it to George R.R. Martin, and then he puts them out whenever he wants.
Exactly. When he gets a little sleepy, he's like, I better put out a book. No. This next one up
I
is...
don't know what you just did. That was scary.
Yeah, it was George R.R. Martin falling asleep.
That was your George R.R. Martin impersonation?
It's,
And you make fun of my Seinfeld impersonation?
I'd say it's on par with your Seinfeld impersonation.
That's fair. That's good.
Next one up is called Dark Ark. This is a perverse version of Noah's Ark. So Perverse. I was trying to decide between perversion or perverse. So I went with
Both.
Perfunctory.
Perserse. I am a weird little buddy today. So Dark Ark number 1. It's from Aftershock Comics. I do like their nice, just different evil takes on stuff. They did Unholy Grail. Personally, I didn't like Unholy Grail. I'm going to give this one a shot. Aftershock, though, they do a really good job. They've got a lot of great titles. Animosity, Jimmy's Bastards is one. They've done Insects. They've done Rough Riders.
I just want to comment real quick.
You go ahead.
I like how you went like low for the word bastard, but I mentioned looking between a unicorn's legs, and she said kick ass earlier on our show, and you're like, I shouldn't say this word. Censor. It's okay. It's all right.
Take it out in post.
Yeah, right. It's all good.
That's live. I forgot. But check that out. It's Dark Ark issue number 1. We're actually pretty low. This one sold really, really well for us, so it will sell out today. So check it out while you can. And dude, whoa.
Wild Stallions rule.
Bill and Ted Save the Universe. It's issue number
Totally.
4 or 5. I totally endorse this book.
Totally.
It is heinously awesome.
It's radical.
It is super too
I have
good,
no
bro.
idea.
Brian needs to apologize to me for introducing me to Bill and Ted.
Because you love it.
Because I killed some brain cells, but
You don't like Bill and Ted?
no.
That is a classic.
I thought that was one of the questions in the interview process.
Oh, man. That's okay. Bill and Ted, soft spot in my heart.
Good. Who doesn't love Wild Stallions?
Wild Stallions. Shred
I
it, bro.
gave rock and roll to
That's
you.
Kiss.
I know, but they sing it at the second.
At the end of the second one. Which is it's a watchable film.
It's watchable. Like on a Sunday afternoon when you got nothing else to do.
Station.
And you're
I like
like
Station.
And you like live in a small town somewhere.
Where you they probably have a VHS store that you can probably rent it from.
Probably.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah, totally.
Next one up, another personal favorite of mine, Big Trouble in Little China. This is Old Man Jack. I love this book. I think it's hilarious.
You would.
I know.
Yeah.
They're bringing Jack Burton into.
Gosh, what is it with you and is it Keith Russell?
Kurt Russell, baby.
Kurt?
I actually just like anything John Carpenter stuff. John Carpenter stuff is great. Big Trouble in Little China was just a huge part of my childhood, and it always has been and always will be just something I just always gravitate towards. Too. See, Martin believes it too. He's shredding it back there. This takes...
He's just being nice.
Yeah, right. This takes Jack Burton into an elderly state. He is survived the apocalypse long enough to live in a one-man shack in Florida, and
Why wouldn't you?
right. And then finally one day he hears a voice on the CB radio. So old man Jack got to come out and save this damsel in distress, just like Jack Burton does. So I love this book. I think it's gonna be
Is the
hilarious.
voice in his head, or?
It could be.
Who knows? You'll have to read the book to find out. I'm very excited to read it, though. Big Trouble in Little China, Old Man Jack, #1.
Did you ever play the legendary Little China? Or
I did, and I was
Little China
disappointed.
what?
I did not like it.
No.
I didn't like it. Didn't capture the essence of the film for me.
Well, that's sad.
I know. It's just
I mean, the Alien Encounters ones are so good. But
They are.
So, lenticular covers.
no.
Hey, thanks.
We just got the kill sign here pretty soon, so
Just for her.
just for Darcy.
We're gonna kill her.
Unfortunately, after her comments,
How dare you?
that is not in the lineup for today.
Weird little buddy, okay,
right.
man?
No.
Dark Knight, Batman, the Red Death.
This is the
It's
Flash
a metal
evil version.
time. Look at that. Does he look awesome with the Is this a lenticular cover?
That's just a metallic cover.
Just a metallic cover. Just so shiny.
But yeah, we'll get back to that here in a second. Darcy's got to take off.
I do.
So
I
she's
actually
got
have
lots
to go.
of books.
I have to go make some money. So
Go! Awkward.
I wanted to give a couple shows to Warhammer
a family
4000. I kind of like the fact that George Mann's been writing these ones, and so he's been known for doing really good stuff with.
And those
Doctor
fans
Who.
are very excited about that stuff.
Yes, and
For
Warhammer.
Warhammer
in general is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We also have got here Halo, which for anybody who knows me, I'm a huge Red versus Blue fan.
Oh, for sure.
Anything Rooster Teeth related, I love it, and the fact that that is based
Superman
on.
splits into red and blue.
It's all based around the Halo world, so anything that is based in that realm is pretty awesome.
It's right up your alley.
Yeah, and this is actually almost gone. I grabbed one of the last issues, which is Aquaman.
Nice.
Oh my god, the art is gorgeous. And the story is even more fantastic, so the fact that they are actually doing a great storyline around Aquaman, you get a little bit of Mira in there as well, which makes me happy. Yeah, this is definitely worth
Little
picking
Birdie
up.
told me that you might be doing a mirror costume at some point.
I kind of want to do one.
Nice.
That's
But
that's
I'm
awesome.
I'm kind of leaning between the movie, because that's what people are going to recognize, or doing the Bombshells.
I think the Bombshells would go
The
over very
Bombshells
well.
would be
I mean, everybody loves those, and they're just super fun. So
Yeah. Otherwise,
Is that
and then
Aquaman?
Backpage Blade.
because I can, from my pull list, of course, we're going to have Star Wars Adventures. Guardians of the Galaxy is still going, so keep picking those ones up. Jean Grey is starting to meet up with more and more of our classic heroes to try to figure out how she can defend herself better against the Phoenix Force coming for her. We also have the Librarians. So that one is the first issue, number
Based on
one.
the TNT show, right?
Yes,
Okay.
based on the show.
Gotcha.
And so number one issue, so if anybody has seen the show, it's definitely worth picking up.
It's like Indiana Jones X-Files.
I will let
perfect,
Blake
right there.
continue on with Scales and Scoundrels,
Okay.
but Brian had to open this up for me. Make sure you keep picking up the comic shop news. Because
Yes, we're getting them regularly now.
Oh, look at that.
Can you get it?
That
Yeah, you
is
got
Oh
it.
yeah, it's in there.
Yes.
Oh, it's
The
in there.
return
Oh, you
of
wanted-
adult Jean Grey.
Which you're
So-
very excited about.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, Darcy. I didn't know you had to go. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I just got,
Darcy, you wanna take some cupcakes
I have to
on your
go
way
teach
out?
some people. Nah, I'm good. I know where they are.
All right, good deal.
So
Awesome.
you.
Thank you, Darcy.
Thanks, Darcy. Yay, Darcy.
All right.
Blake.
Thank you.
Bailey just said he couldn't make it to your last show, but May the Force be with you, Blake.
May the force be with you also.
Let's scoot over since
You
we
wanna scoot over, yeah?
Well, just to make it, I'm really like a thing about like asymmetry. Got this thing.
Asymmetry, we're symmetrical now?
Yes.
Because we're exactly the same person but opposite.
God, I hope.
I know. Because I'm so pretty.
What Blake was talking about was Dark Knight's Metal. This is the first evil Batman rendition. It's the Red Death Batman. Now, this is the evil version of Flash as a Batman. So, really cool. These will be coming out probably monthly or every other month until we see all the evil Batman. So there's going to be
evil Batman.
what, 7 or 8 of them?
I think so.
I think it was 7 or 8. Yeah,
Seems like 8's
there's gonna be a lot of them though. If you do purchase this book, we do have some free pins to give away, and limited supply on those until they're gone. So buy this while you can. This will be a good book. Dark Knight's Metal has been flying off our shelves. We almost can't keep up. It's kind of crazy just because you throw Dark Knight's Metal tie-in on the cover, and all of a sudden it's just boom, sold out.
Boom,
like Nightwing,
gone.
gone. Teen Titans, gone. Like books we would have plenty of now are just instant sellers. So get these while you can. We'll do our best
really
to keep
digging
up.
on that metal stuff.
They are, and deservedly so. They're doing a really good job,
What's that
and
that you
DC's
and
just having
Gary
fun.
say?
What's that?
When you say metal?
Shred it, bro.
Shred it, bro! Wild
So get these
Stallions
while you
rule. So behind. Oh, these Venomized covers have been super hot. This Loki looks great. If you're buying books, Venom, I don't know if you heard, but there's a movie with Venom, and I think it's Paul Harvey is cast as Venom. Not Paul Harvey.
No, it's
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I'll get you next time, Spider-Man.
Paul Harvey?
The
It's not
worst,
even-
the worst, the
even
worst Bane ever. I'm gonna openly. This is my last show, so I'm gonna say what I want to.
Yep.
He was that was the worst Bane, and I've talked about this before. And I'm gonna harp on it as long as they're putting out Venomized covers. I'm gonna harp on this. Bane needs to sound like some kid from the barrio who's had it tough, and he's dealing with the good guys. Like man, you're going to have to step back because I'm going to break you. Not, hey guys, I'm here for you, and I'm going to take you down, Batman. That's not okay.
I understand.
Not okay.
I feel
Venom
your
is
pain.
pretty popular right now. He's selling books, and this is an Avengers book with the Venomized villain on it. Look at that Loki, so nice. Let's take a look at the back page.
Let's take a look at the back.
Oh my! Let me just say there is a huge explosion and some bad things going down, man. That is not good for the Avengers. Tell you what. Oh, I didn't. Hercules?
There was
That
one that
pretty
we.
tough,
there
bro.
was a few titles we got shorted this week, and the other Venomized villain was Doctor Doom this week as well. So we didn't see him. A brilliant cover though, so check those out when you can. Hopefully we'll get them in when we get our emergency shipments. Hashtag Backpage Blake. You did it.
Nice. Keep it going, bro. Keep it going.
It's gonna be every week.
I love this picture right here where Hercules and Vision are like sitting in the middle of a coffee shop, just having coffee with everybody else.
Bye-bye, Blake. I gotta take off. The kids are going crazy.
Oh, good, sir. Make good choices.
Thanks, man.
May the force be with you.
Oh, we'll see you. You'll be in touch.
I'll be.
Bye.
We'll do,
Bye.
we'll have to do a remote show or something.
Have a wonderful
There you
day in
go.
the neighborhood.
Maybe we'll all go. We'll take the traveling show to Wakefield.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll
Bring
go
it on
to Blake's.
down.
Stop it.
I got a big basement.
We might want to bring a router. And a long Ethernet cord.
Right. All the way from the building.
We've been rolling this all the way from South Dakota.
True story. But no, back to what I was saying. This is an awesome picture. This art's really kind of fun in here. It's kind of, would you call it squishy? Kind of. It's kind of cartoony but realistic. So I like it. I like it a lot.
I like the
Avengers.
squishy.
Squishy art. Art can be squishy. Art's what it is, man.
It is what it is, man.
It is.
You just don't know. You don't appreciate art. Last but certainly not least, actually, I have a surprise at the end of the show before this, or after this. Batman the Dark Knight Master Race is now finally in one book.
What?
Yeah, it was 9 books before, but
Took
now
12
9.
years or something like that to put
The
that
9
together?
have become 1.
And one book to rule them all.
Pretty much. So this is Frank Miller's
Sauron.
third venture
Sauron.
into...
Sauron's the gray one.
Okay. This is Frank
I'm just correcting as I go, alright?
Frank Miller's third venture into his dark Batman verse, of course, his dystopian type Batman. There was, Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight Strikes Again, and now finally the Master Race. This was a fun read if you do appreciate that world. If you're not into that world, you are going to be very confused. So this does have to be taken at face value. It is a Frank Miller book. Frank Miller is a special type of crazy. So
Yes.
if you like that, this is straight up your alley. And also, Brian Azzarello and the list of other creators on this book really kind of help contain his crazy to a point where it's readable. Because because I'm not. It's no secret. I really think Dark Knight Returns is good, not great, and I think Dark Knight Strikes Again is not good.
Where does Carrie Kelly as Robin make her appearance?
In the first one, Dark Knight
Returns.
Returns.
So you really don't need to read anything past that. That's what you're saying.
You could read this.
Right there. Right
You
there.
could read the first one, Dark Knight Returns, and then skip the middle, and then just go straight to this.
Straight to there.
Because that's what it's all built off of. So,
Nice.
Yeah. Blake, what you got there?
I got some books.
Books.
Wild Stallions rule.
They do rule.
They do. I picked this one up. I'm not sure if it's going to go home with me or not yet.
think
Scales
you'd like
and
that.
Scoundrels. I am into RPG and all that stuff. And there's a couple of books that have been out that have been really super sweet that JP has recommended, but I'm coming into it at a weird time, or it's not right on the arc, whatever. And I saw this #1, and I'm like, oh, maybe.
And you'd be buying another Image book for
What?
other than
I know. I'm
I don't
usually
think I've
DC
ever
or
seen
Marvel
you buy
person.
an Image book
Not since Spawn #1 came out.
in the early '90s.
Yeah. So and the art's fun in this. It's a very
Lumberjanes.
yeah, very Lumberjanes, very much that art style. So it's a lot of fun. I think I'm going to try it. I don't know if it'll go on my pull list, but I'll give it a 1-2 try.
Give it a 1-2 punch. I like it. But yeah, Scales and Scoundrels. We didn't actually get this when this first came out, so we have now gotten them. So people who were looking for them, I think Martin, we got you one. I think the Wednesday Warriors got some. We call them Wednesday Warriors because they're outside at like 7 o'clock, just
Jeez,
hunker around a
Louise.
fire.
Some of us don't have jobs. No, I don't.
No, they have jobs. They just
I know.
they schedule around coming to on Wednesdays.
So do I.
Sometimes.
Super Sons is another book I keep picking up because it's fun. I get a little taste of my Teen Titan love. And then these two guys who really balance each other out. Damian Wayne and his just off the charts antics trying to get him in trouble. And then John Kent, obviously Superman's son, keeping it real and keeping it... I feel like if Damian Wayne was allowed to just go on his own with everything, people would die, places would explode, things bad would happen, and John keeps him mellow.
Keeps him grounded.
It's a great Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn sort of
Feel I like that.
with like guns and lasers and explosions. So it's awesome.
Sci-fi Huckleberry Finn.
It really is. And I'll just turn to the
No,
last
I
page.
feel what you mean.
and-
You think that Damian Wayne, left to his own devices, would become a villain very fast.
yes.
And
he
John
totally would. And John mellows him out.
Brings the hero back to...
Yeah, because John is just like, and they even draw him with giant blue eyes, and always getting him like in those moments where like something's just happened, there's been an explosion, he's got knocked to the ground, he always kind of looks up like, I'm just innocent.
Surprised.
John I can't believe this happened to me.
The violence surprises John, but
Yeah.
doesn't Damian.
No,
'cause he's
gosh, you
been-
never even see Damien's eyes. You're just
Kind
kind
of-
of squinty through the mask, like
It was
Oh, yeah,
born
that's
into it.
yeah.
Melded by it.
What was that all about? And then I even swore up and down when I saw these Generations books, was not going to buy any of them. And I thought Miss Marvel was going to do, she did one. Darcy talked about it last week, where she crossed over with Captain Marvel.
Bell.
And I said to myself, that's fine. I don't care. They can diss Kamala one more time. And I walk up to the shelves this week. Schlaboom. I don't even know what that's about. I got my Miss
Double
Marvel
dose.
right here. I could care less what Carol Danvers is doing, especially after like the whole
Civil War
II totally tarnished who she was as a character, whatever. But Kamala, who's an up-and-coming character, I love it. She's her own book, although I have been struggling with the writing in there lately. Because I think she stays too streetwise when she's clearly teaming up with Avengers and like big characters. She should move up a little bit. She's not fresh out the womb anymore. She's got some skills.
The character's not maturing.
She's not maturing fast enough for me to, but I think it's going to happen. There's going to be a big thing that's happening. I read it in solicitations where she's going to, after this Generations thing happens, she's going to go missing for a while, and there's going to be like people coming, oh no, what's going on? And then boom, she's going to come back and be like, all right, it's time to kick some butt. So yeah,
Cool.
I'm just down.
Still one of your favorite characters, though.
Always, Kamala Khan is awesome. Not only because Girl power all the way. But just because of the and Wild Stallions. Actually, I'm gonna get a shirt. Girl power and Wild Stallions. Oh, you know what would be gender swap? Bill S. Preston and Ted Theodore Logan. Girl power book.
Gender swapped?
Gender swapped. And
Maybe that could be the next kind of like Freaky Friday book.
Lumberjane style.
We're chicks, bro!
Wow, dude, totally a girl!
And the funny thing about it, that there could be a great page where it's like, you're hot too!
Dude, you're totally smoking! Woo! That'd be
Oh, man.
We've gotten a lot of mileage out of
Bill and
Ted today.
When Keanu Reeves watches this from his home, he's going to be like, that's a great idea for Bill and Ted 3.
Yeah, man.
We've been working on that script for years.
Bogus. It'll be awesome.
It's been stuck in production hell, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Thanks, Black and John.
Thanks.
JP, you rock.
You rocking awesome.
Let's hang out. Shred it, bro.
Wild Stallions forever.
All right.
That's actually like our only impersonation that we both do very well.
Those are pretty
That's
good.
good.
We could do it. We could.
Fans, that was good. A little love.
If there's ever a
Oh, 2 claps. Thank you.
if there's ever a cartoon for Bill and Ted, they need to call us first.
And why are you putting my comics in the stack, bro? I got
I don't know. Did I take those away from you?
You did.
Oh, sorry. Before we go, I just want to show off the cool cake that we got to send Blake off.
So nice.
So, thanks,
Can't
Blake.
cut it because
good
it's so
luck.
cool looking.
I know. You might just have to just
I'll lick it.
Smash it with a ukulele.
Tell everybody about the crowdfunding thing we wanted to do.
I don't think Blake's up on this.
No,
thing.
I'll talk about it. It's not going to happen. I'll talk about it. These guys walk in. I walk in. First step in. They say, how much did you pay for that ukulele? I'm like, oh, I think my sister got it for like $80 or $90. And they're like, dude, we could totally crowdsource that in the time that you're on the air and buy you a new ukulele if you smash it.
Rockstar it. We do a separate video outside. All right, Blake, shut up. This is my time now. We're going to start it. We can make it out to PayPal. You just let me know in the comments. We just need like $80, $90, and then we're going to smash Blake's guitar after
Technically,
we
it's a
light it
baritone
on fire.
ukulele. And no, we're not.
It's going to be great. We just need 80. 80. Easy. I'm in for 5.
My sister got me that ukulele way back at Christmas as a joke. I said, I play the guitar, but I would like to try a ukulele, and she bought me a baritone because they're supposed to be easy. They transfer directly over from guitar to baritone.
Same notes.
Same strings. And I fell in love with the ukulele. She's my ukulele.
Dude, my brother says hashtag smash it. How much you in for, Garrett? You can't just say smash it without putting up some dough.
We haven't sold the house yet, so maybe we could, instead of hashtag smash it, hashtag pay my next month's mortgage.
I think that's going to be a little bit more than 80 bucks. I think I want to stick with the 80 mark.
You'd have to burn your real home.
Let's light your house on fire! Okay.
No! Burn it down! No.
Man. Dude, my brother's in for 10.
Oh my God.
I'm in for 5, that's 15.
I've already
Lauren
said
was
no.
in for 20.
I'm in for it.
Oh, stop! Stop! Boys and girls, this has been the Rainbow Comic Show finale. Featured what?
We got one more gift for you, Blake.
What's that?
I spent all day collecting signatures. Instead of getting you a card, we have a Walking Dead issue #1 reprint for $1. However, this is going to be worth way more than $1 in the future. With everybody's signature from the store, the Wednesday Warriors, all of the people that came on Wednesday to just get books, just anywhere and everywhere. There's just little signatures here and there. So this is really, really cool. I just want to show it off for you guys. It's hard to see the signatures.
Look at the back. Somebody's got something on the back too.
Yeah, I started to draw a little Michonne for you. So there's a little Michonne there. And then, this is just a gift from us to you. Your last day here, we just wanted to give you something better than a card. You know what I mean?
No, that's awesome.
A card,
that's super amazing.
I feel like the card would just get lost. This would be something you could put in a bag and a board and top loader and look through it. So that is our gift to you.
Yeah, just go. It's gonna go on the wall. It's gonna be in the new studio in the basement, and that's phenomenal, guys. Thank you so much.
And I just want to say, truly,
I still have to pay for it though. That's what you're saying.
that'll be 99 cents plus tax. Truly though, Blake, it's been a pleasure doing the show with you. I don't think the show would have been as popular without you. Really, really fun. You're probably one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. Very loyal. I'm serious. You know, we joke and we laugh and we poke fun at each other all the time. But Blake, you seriously are one of the salt of the earth people I've ever known. So,
thank you, Martin.
There's no other time to say it. This is the last time we're going to do this show for quite a while. So,
yeah.
I wish you all the best. And
we've been doing this now. I started off right up there by the register playing for a half an hour, just songs that I wrote myself and all that stuff.
And we used to start, we did it over here and we were just sitting in chairs and it was like kind of like that SNL skit where Chris Farley is like sitting with somebody. He's like, "Do you remember that time where you did that thing?" That was awesome. And that was our show for like it was terrible. We just but we kept at it and we came
and we kind of got a formula.
Well, yeah, and then we got the I wanted to bring in a table. And I wanted to sit in chairs. We seem more authoritative. And then we the banner at some
really
point.
authoritative.
But no, it just means it just looks more legitimate. And you know, we used to do it on a phone. We used to do it on an iPod. And then we got a camera. And then we got this tripod. And then it just expanded and got bigger and better. And hopefully it keeps going and doing more. And gonna miss you, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun. JP, you're when I said I came in, I remember coming into Dave and saying, Dave, I can't just keep doing a half an hour of music every Thursday. That's a lot of work. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, if it's not benefiting the store, I don't want to do anything. So then we said, I think JP and I were pretty funny guys, pretty knowledgeable about at least comic books. And he says, okay, all right, Dave.
I'll go so.
Sure, why not?
Dave just goes with the flow.
He does, man. That's the great thing about Dave. I mean, we'll never forget how the store started and everything with Dave taking over and just kind of letting the store grow and do his thing. And people, I really feel blessed and really feel honored to have been doing the show for 2.5 years-ish now. And I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen down in Wakefield, Nebraska. And
I think there's going to be a lot of free time. I think you'll be fine, though.
I think I'll do all right. I'm fairly creative. I think I'll maybe try to do something. I know that I've applied for a job with the local newspaper down there, which is called the Wakefield Republican.
How do they like local news or what?
Sorry.
The wind blew today.
Sorry. We saw some cows. No, and then I also am looking into working at the Gardner Public Library as the youth librarian, which means I would get to do like story times and host special events for kids and stuff like that.
I think you'd like that more than working at the newspaper.
I do too. No offense, newspaper, but if you're watching,
yeah, right, they're watching.
Oh my
right
gosh,
now, and they're putting it on your resume.
I totally,
no,
absolutely not. That SOB.
I'm gonna come to his house, Mr. Craig.
Literally, they could.
I know.
Like the church where my wife is going to be the senior lead pastor at Wakefield Covenant Church is literally like here's the church. Walk across the 2-lane street.
I have to stop you real quick. Alex, all the way from Washington, D.C., said this is really nice. He said he stopped reading comics years ago and he stumbled across this show a few months back and he loved it. And this has helped him bring back his love for books, bro.
Thanks.
So
thanks, books, bro.
He
Long
says
distance
thank
high
you.
five to Washington, D.C.
So, Alex, that truly means a lot to us. You watch all the way from Washington, D.C., and you are always commenting, so keep it going.
We love the commenters. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. When we started to do this is one of my favorite things on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this one guy, Justin Fisher, who sometimes I want to punch that guy right in the... Anyways, but no, he's... it's just been fun to see people scroll and see the reactions, and if you can't be here to watch the show, just see the reactions there in the scroll. And
What's
just
the beautiful part? It just makes it makes the show organic. It doesn't. It's not so just start.
It's been so organic for so long. We have never. We make jokes about pre-production or planning. Today was the first day I arrived 25 minutes early to practice some songs.
And then he was like...
And then I totally blew Wonder Woman. There's that one girl out there who dresses as Wonder Woman. I can't remember her name. Do you guys remember? Who? Mara. She used to come into the show and watch and listen to see if I was playing Wonder Woman. And today, Mara, if you're watching right now, I totally screwed it up. I'm so sorry. The tempo was off. Everything is just like... But I powered through because I'm like, we're probably... they need to talk about books, bro.
Justin says fight on the playground has to be postponed.
Oh, sorry. For now. I got you.
That's all right.
Got
We'll
you.
set it up for Sunday night in Wakefield.
Wakefield, we'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the egg.
Middle of the corn.
At a capacity crowd of 25.
Okay, for all my friends watching in Wakefield, I just want to say these jokes are completely out of love. Okay,
We're just burning Blake. We're ribbing him. It's great.
It's awesome. Fun. We have literally met so many people down there that are so phenomenal and just have been so kind to us. There's a lot of people who immediately took to loving on William. Of course, he's super hard not to love on and everything, with those giant cheeks and everything. He's like a tiny chipmunk, really. He is, actually, because you put him outside and he's like literally scooping up anything and just, oh, that's a rock. He's like,
he's definitely your kid.
Right? No, because I put stuff in my mouth? What?
I don't know.
Okay. So, we should probably
take us out with a few more songs.
Sure, let's do it too.
Everybody, thank you again for watching. Thank you again for commenting. Continue to comment, watch. Blake will continue to comment and watch all the way from Wakefield.
Wakefield, NE!
While, if you're watching live or if you're rewatching the show, comment on your favorite show moment or favorite thing that we do on the show. Blake will look at them later. Comment your favorite Blake moment. Hashtag Blake moment. Hashtag Backpage Blake. Hashtag.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hashtag smash it. We're taking bets, man.
Hashtag
Money.
I love the back page, Blake. Though it's really hard to say because I always do that. Even when I'm not on the show, I literally will
Well, that looks like it's interesting, so I'll start with that book. So I just.
It's all you, man. The camera's on you.
I swim in the water. I talk to the fish. I hope they all love me. Yeah, that is my wish. I'm king of the ocean. I'm king of the sea. I've got superpowers. I'm in Justice League. I'm Aquaman. I wear orange and green. I messed up the song. So I got the words right here. Oh my gosh, Mr. Cook, what is wrong with you this time? I live in the ocean, live in the sea, open superpowers and Justice League, orange and green. I take a stand for the fishes and me.
Back on
more time. I'm Aquaman. I wear orange and green. I take a stand for the fishes and me. I live in the water. I talk to the fish. I hope they all love me. That is my wish. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the finale of the Rainbow Comic Show featuring Mr. C, JP, and later, she's awesome, Darcy. Give it up. Thank you so much, everybody. Where's the love? Where's the love? Where is the love? Oh my goodness gracious. Gosh golly gee.